Welcome back everybody, Matt the Bat here, I hope you're doing well. So Disney slash Marvel just put out their new series, Echo, on Disney Plus. This is a spin-off of the character that we saw in the Hawkeye series back in 2021. Now they did a spin-off show on her, and this time Disney released it all in one, the whole season, in one go-ahead, kind of like Netflix does. Instead of doing the weekly, like every week have a new episode, like they were doing with all their Marvel shows and stuff like that, they decided to try something different and just throw it on out there. And I thought that was a great idea. This is only 5 episodes long, so I literally binged it in one day, which was great. So let's get into it. Echo. Positive. I like that this show took a more mature, adult, darker tone to it. It wasn't like She-Hulk or a lot of the other Disney Marvel shows or even movies that we've gotten. It did feel more in line with the Daredevil Netflix show that was on Netflix for 3 seasons. Why we never got more, I don't know. Um, so I don't think it wasn't as dark as the Daredevil show, but it was very, very close. I would say the most mature in terms of tone and feel that Marvel slash Disney has put out, especially when it comes to the TV shows. So that was a huge plus. It makes me a lot more, what's the word? Not, I'm not as worried for the Daredevil show when it comes out. After seeing Echo, I'm like, okay, they're going to still take that mature, darker tone and feel. Great. This was a very focused story. This is only 5 episodes, like I said at the beginning. And there's no fat. No fat. No fat at all. It's very lean, very trimmed down, very focused characters. Focused. And there's very little, there's almost no humor in this at all. Like I said, it's very serious. You didn't have a random episode that was just completely off the beaten path that you get sometimes, or a subplot that keeps going and takes half of an episode to get, resolved. No, it's very lean, very focused. The only part that was kind of, I don't want to say dragging, was that the first half of the first episode was kind of like retreading what we saw in Hawkeye already. So if you saw Hawkeye, and then the last episode of Hawkeye, you are going to get a little bit of a retread of that, along with some new footage thrown in there. But I would say the first half of the first episode was the only time that I felt like, okay, let's get to the main story. Episode 1 has a great fight scene. It's a one-take fight scene with Echo and a bunch of these bad guys. And then Daredevil shows up, and then it's Daredevil versus Echo. And let me tell you, if you were worried about what we saw in She-Hulk with Daredevil, like I said, don't worry. Not only was this a whole one take fight sequence, and it was awesome, like we saw in the Daredevil TV show, but even the fight choreography and everything felt like right out of the Daredevil Netflix show. So I was very happy about that kind of action in this. But when we do get it, it's great. Like then the fight scene in episode 1 with the one take scene. There's another scene in a skating rink. That was really awesome too. Really cool fight sequences. Shootouts. So yeah, overall I thought what we do get of the action, it lived up to something we would see in Daredevil. Vincent D'Onofrio, the big guy, the man, the dude, the kingpin of Hell's Kitchen. Um, I'm glad that this show brought him back to that menacing, scary threatening presence and just feel of Kingpin like we saw in Daredevil. Kingpin in Hawkeye was not my Kingpin. Not my Kingpin. Hawaiian shirt Kingpin getting beat by Haley Steinfeld, Hawk Girl, or whatever they called her in Hawkeye. Sorry. No. No. Haley Steinfeld does not kick Kingpin's ass. Never. Threatening, awesome, Vincent D'Onofrio is Kingpin. When down the road in the future, when people say who was that perfect casting of actor and comic book character, we say Hugh Jackman Wolverine, we say Robert Downey Jr. Tony Stark, we say J.K. Simmons, J. Jonah Jameson. You can add Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin. Allegra Cox plays Maya, aka Echo. I thought she did a great job. She is deaf in real life, and I think she does have a prosthetic leg in real life. And she does a great job here. She's funny and she has a little bit of, smart ass personality. She can do the fight choreography. Her scenes with Vincent D'Onofrio were great. I thought she was a strong character and a strong actress in the role. And negatives, even though this is only 5 episodes, I think they should have gone an extra episode or 2, or at least the episodes that were only about 35 minutes, extend those to an hour, add another 30 minutes onto those, and made, 3 episodes 3 hours and the other 2 40 minutes. So I think they definitely needed at least an episode or 2 to flesh out a little bit more. Third act climax was very underwhelming. I thought it was a very disappointing third act for the final episode of the season. I think it should have been a lot more. There's very little to no action going on, and I just thought the way they ended it, I was just like, all that build up to this? Really? That's it? Overall, I think this was definitely a solid first season. I think having it only 5 episodes kept it focused in a focused story, focused characters, focus on characters, and not straying away off the beaten path. It definitely felt the most mature that Marvel and Disney has put out. The action scenes were good. I have hopes for the Daredevil show now on Disney Plus. So, I would at least give this a 4 out of 5. I thought it was solid. Like I said, I think it's better than most of the Disney Plus Marvel shows they put out so far. So let me know in the comments below, did you watch Echo on Disney Plus? Are you going to watch it? Are you a fan of the Marvel shows? Are you looking forward to Daredevil, Born Again? What do you think of my boy Kingpin, Vincent D'Onofrio? Let me know in the comments below. Matt the Bear here. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts.